Alright, so for today you are going to find the greatest common factor of 12 and 36. So there are steps that you need to take in finding order for your GCF or your greatest common factor. Your step one is to do the prime factorization of each number. So I have already pre-done that to kind of get us started on it. Whereas the next few slides after this, you will not have the pre-started where you're going to have to do it. So you need to be paying attention to this video if you are lost or don't understand something. So for instance, 12. I broke it down by dragging the 2 and the 6. 2 is a prime number, so I'm going to do my step 2 where I have to make my prime numbers and circle them. So I'm going to click and drag my circle over my 2 because I'm going to make it an apple. Since I'm making it an apple, that means I'm not breaking it down anymore. So now I break down the 6. Since I break down the 6, 2 times 3 gives me 6. So I'm circling my 2. Oops. I'm circling my 2, and I'm going to circle my 3. The reason I'm circling them because they are both prime numbers, and I'm making them apples because I'm not breaking them down anymore. So now I have to break down 36. Well, I know 6 times 6 equals 36. So again, not making more work for myself. I know breaking down 6, 2 times 3 gives me 6 based off of breaking down the 12. So I have 2 and 3. I know those are all prime numbers, so I am going to circle them. And I circle each one of them. Okay. So step 1 and step 2 kind of go hand in hand. Step 1 is the breaking down of the number, whereas step 2 you're circling the prime numbers, okay? Your prime numbers are your apples, the numbers that only have 1 and that number that go into it, okay? Now step 3, you have to list the prime numbers for each number. So I'm going to list my prime numbers, which are my apples, for 12. So that's 2 times 2 times 3. Then I'm going to list my circled numbers for 36. I have 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. And again, you want to make sure that you have all your circled numbers and they're in order from least to greatest. Okay, so now this is where it is going to kind of try and stump you. Okay, here I like to call it you are going to match your socks. And what I mean by that is you are going to circle the pairs of numbers that match on the top row and the bottom row. So you're going to draw a circle around because I see a matching set of 2. I see another set of 2. And I see a 3. That's another set of 3. Okay. Your step 4, and this is where the common mistake is made. Your step 4 is where you only take, and I like to put my hand over it, but since we're not in class, you are going to have this box. This box you're going to drag over the bottom. And what I mean by drag over the bottom is because you're going to ignore those numbers. You're not looking at them. You're only looking at your top row and the numbers that are circled. So that's what you're going to place down here. So the numbers that are circled are 2 times 2 times 3. And then all you're doing now is multiplying those out. So 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. And that's how you find the GCF of 12 and 36.